Hey Clashes, my defense looked really good during the last Clan War League season because I have defended the 1-star versus the number 1 team in our group, number 2 and number 4 team in our Clan War League group. So those bases defended really well, and I thought let's just share them and share the base links, but I want to explain as well what you're looking out for when, for example, copying the bases or building the bases in general, for a couple of tips and tricks. And you can see as well, Lost Cup, they're really likely finishing really high in the Clan War League rankings, and you will probably see that in the title or in the thumbnail, because right now, as I'm recording this video, I don't know yet because the Clan War League has not finished for everyone. And let's just take a look at the first base. This is the base which has defended versus Lost Cup and another team on a 1-star. And, well, it looks first kind of not special, I guess. It's an old base, which I've adjusted a little bit against like Fireball and such things, because people always go from the far side entry, and then they have the problem of this Poison Tower. Running into the Poison Tower from the far side and having 4 X-bows, a multi-arch tower, and the tunnel itself shooting at your troops, that is not easy. Especially during the time where droids need to be managed perfectly, because otherwise you don't have any healing that far away from the opening side. You can see the distance between the tunnel and the Eagle Artillery, where the entry most likely is going to be. It's not easy whatsoever. As well, we have a Rage Tower area, which makes sure that Lalo is not as easy either, which, I mean, currently not that many people are using, but to be honest, some clans are relying a lot on Lalo, and I don't mean Lavaloon as the event troop, but for example, Lost Cup has used a ton of Queen Charge Lalo attacks. Well, we are going to take a look at the replay in just 1 second. But before that, you can tell with the Tornado Trap, I'm trying to delay things even more. I'm trying to delay things until they reach towards the Town Hall to make sure that a 1-star defense has like the highest possible chance. And let's exactly take a look at one of those attacks. And things are exactly happening as I would have predicted. They're going for the Fireball on the flank. I think you could minimize the value a little bit as a defender. I think I gave away a little bit too much value. But at the end of the day, I do want people to go in with this entry point. As well, we can use this attack perfectly to showcase how to not attack with droids right now. And this is not to bash the attacker whatsoever, but it's just, at this point, there are already 2 droids. And how much damage is on the Super Witches? People are saying droids are weak. This is the reason why they feel weak. At this point, he should have used maybe 1 droid. Not more. Maybe you could see go with less, but not more than 1 droid. It's already now 4 droids in, and he has not even passed the first wall. Yeah, that's a bit struggling, okay? That is not good if you want to attack with those droids. You have to get the pacing right way better. Another problem for him now is to get towards the Town Hall. If you do not have the Earthquake boots activated, you need to get towards the Town Hall. He is relying on the power of the troops to get through the wall, and as I said, they finished rank 2 in this group, the clan, which means he should know what he's doing, and he had quite good success most likely with this strategy over the week. But this base, with having such a long entry point to the Town Hall, like such a long distance, is really punishing those mistakes. If you're over deploying your droids too early, if you're doing some mistakes like not taking the right equipment, you are going to have problems. And we're seeing that exactly right now. The Town Hall is just so well protected. We have 4 ground expos shooting at those Super Witches. We had the poison from the Poison Tower being there as well, delaying things, slowing things down, and the multi-arch tower is on top of that. So the Town Hall is just really well protected, and the King is defending it as well, resulting in a 1-star. But let's take a look at a more complex attack strategy, because as I said, Lost Cup did a lot of Queen Charge Lalo attacks as well, which I think are just super impressive to watch. And if you take a look at this attack, you know that was just like, those little things are just insane how this attacker did it. First off, he's going from the far side. He's going from the far side exactly into the area where all of those anti-Lavaloon traps are and the raged up multi-inferno towers. I will be honest, I did not expect a Queen Charge, okay? But this guy is pulling it off on Town Hall 16, which is quite impressive. As well, he's pretty much going with the equipment I would have chosen as well. He has them on a decent level as well, but when I talk about like the timings and everything, take a look at how he's protecting that Flame Flinger. Putting some archers in there for the perfect timing, having the archers distract, and the Flame Flinger is just moving on. As well, the Wall Breaker coming in, yet again, perfect timing, But right now he is in a bit of a struggle because there's a lot of damage in that core. The Eagle Artillery, the raged up core, is dealing a lot of damage, and on top of that he has the Monolith against him as well. Well, this is resulting in the end to force his Queen ability, but he's doing that in a timing where the Eagle is locking onto the healers and the Eagle is raged up. This means no healers left. This is then causing his Queen to go down. And at this point I would have just said, okay, yeah, whatever. Unfortunate, unlucky, I mean, I could totally agree. I mean, yes, that was unfortunate with the timing of the Eagle and the Queen ability targeting those healers, but this would have been the moment where at least I would have tried to go for the safe 2-star. He's just going all out, okay? At this point, he's like, okay, whatever, I got this. I just get this done. Interestingly enough, he's using now the Roy Champ with the Warden together from the bottom side to clean things up. As well, another thing which I think is quite interesting, but now for the base, is how it's set up around the Town Hall. Take a look at that. The pathing to the Town Hall, especially for loons, is just pretty awful. Because if he's starting with loons in front of the Town Hall, they're just going around the Town Hall and pretty much playing like the Town Hall is lava. Like, we don't want to touch that. It's like the last building. And that's exactly what is happening. Like, he has deployed those loons, but they're just not going for the Town Hall. And this is causing him, again, like the first attacker, to fail and give me another 1-star. Unfortunately, both of those 1-stars were not enough to win us the wars, but hey, it's a 1-star. Maybe it helps you guys to win a couple of clan wars, okay? So the link for this base is down below in the description. But as I said, I had not only one base to defend 1-stars, as well another base. And this base might seem familiar to you guys, because I had already showcased a similar one, but again, it's using the same approach here. Having a far away town hall from the other side. On this one, I tried to adjust the flanks, like with the long balls, X, whatever, I don't know, like the shape was, where I try to not get as much value, but the core, that's where everything is stacked. If you have like a crazy fireball attacker against you who's like going with invis spells and everything, that will be insane. Even though, no, I think it was a different base, but even though if you don't get the fireball right, that's a big nightmare then for the attacker, because this core is a problem, especially with all of those traps. So you have to take it down somehow. Otherwise, the Town Hall still is really far in the back end. And again, with having the droids getting nerfed, you have to be now really careful, especially with the droids, because now you can actually lose hit points on your troops, which is a good thing, to be honest. I have seen quite a few comments saying, iTzu, I'm raging on my droids and they're like not being able to heal up versus raged up defenses. Yeah, I mean, that is how it's supposed to be, right? I mean, otherwise, what's the purpose of a rage tower if you cannot burst through like troops? Like, that makes no sense, right? So you have to counteract that with freezes, for example, which is totally possible. Or don't bring the fireball and use the Eternal Tome. That's exactly what the attacker here does. He is going to bring the Eternal Tome. Going for no wall breaks for the Titans, which is quite interesting because I know for a fact my Titans would have walked around and went for the Elixir Collector and Army Camp. But hey, he is mind controlling his Titans and knowing exactly they're going for the wall and won't switch. And then with the jump getting to the core. But this is not where the problem starts, and this is where this base is shining. With the Ice Golems, this timing is just pretty bad. Take a look at the Ice Golems, take a look at the Rage Tower timing. There is a lot of damage, and he has to use the Warden ability. At the same time now, a counter to Rage Towers actually is still the Overgrowth spell. But because he's using it for the Town Hall, which was meta a few months ago, this can backfire quite a bit. A lot of pros have done that in the World Championship and other tournaments, and the concept here is to like cycle back, like walk their way around, or work their way around the Town Hall, and then come back to the Town Hall to somewhat avoid the Town Hall poisons. Problem here is, those are no Root Riders, they're instead Titans. And they're struggling with walls, so they cannot reach the Town Hall because it's out of reach. The Queen being far on the offside because he has not put her into the core, which is overall wise because she's creating perfect funneling. But the Titans are just not making it towards the Town Hall. With the Town Hall staying alive, no big surprise, it is not going to be a 2nd star, and it is giving me yet again another 1-star defense. Luckily, at least this time around, it was enough then to give us a victory, and it was not another clan war where we have actually lost, even though we had 1-star defenses. But that's pretty much the two bases which have defended great for me in the Clan War League. Give it a try versus the event troops. Obviously, I have not tested that versus the event troops, but the links are down below, so you can just copy them. Give it a try, or maybe just use them when the event troops are not there anymore, maybe for the next Clan War League season. Otherwise, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I will hopefully see you guys back tomorrow with the next one. Until then, see ya, and as always, bye bye.